Alright, we got a Chevy Sonic. I'm here in Lago Vista, and we're working on windshield chip repair, Chevy Sonic, and then also on this Cadillac. And Cadillac you can see pretty good. There's just one there and a real tiny one there. So we'll be working on those two, and there are a number of chips actually here. Just real small nicks throughout this windshield, so we're going to do our best to get those. They're all over. I'm not even going to go through all of them, but I think there's 5 or 6 here on the Spark, or what is this, Sonic Spark? Let's see. I may have misspoke. Spark. Chevy Spark. My bad. Alright, I'll catch up with you on the next step. I just cleaned the windshield, and then I'm going to get set up here to drill and or just use my pick to clean out the impact areas so that I can inject the resin to get these cracks and chips filled. Okay, found quite a few. It's not really chips though. The glass itself isn't cracked. It's more like just the little divots, the pits in the glass. So I'm filling those with the pit filler, and then I'll shine them up here in a little bit with the pit polish. On the other side, I did identify 2 definite, kind of call them bat wing style, right there and right there. So I'm going to try to pick those out so I don't have to drill. It's always good to avoid drilling whenever possible. So the drilling takes away the glass. The glass being gone is more visible, so you want to try to find that impact point, clean it out as much as possible, get all the broken glass out of there, and fill the resin in through that spot if you can. Alright, got the chips here drilled and just about to start filling them. So got the bridge assembly, the injector and stabilizer in place. Now we just have to add resin and let them fill in. If you're wondering what this tape is here, it's UV tape to keep the sunlight from curing that glue before it's ready to be cured. So it's got to fill in the crack first. The light is what makes the glue get hard. Call it resin. Okay, we finished up the Sonic here. Looks pretty good. We did get that one to fill in. It had been worked on before, so do the best you can. They just didn't do a very good job, so I'm just trying to clean up someone else's mistakes. All the pits that weren't really damaged, to like cracks, like deep into the glass, just on the surface. Got all those fixed up. It's kind of hard to see with the camera, but there's just a bunch of little white marks that are just a lot less visible at this point. And then on the Cadillac, see, after you get the chip to fill in, we apply that UV light twice. So first, after you fill the chip in with the regular resin, you apply the UV light, which will then harden it. So you can tell that it's filled in because it starts to disappear. I mean, you still see it, but it fills in. You apply the light, it starts to harden. Once you're done there, we're going to take the bridge off, the assembly, and we got what we got here. So the bridge assembly is gone, and you see this little square mylar film over the top of that. What that is I've applied some pit resin. Got this right here, this pit resin. And there was one right next to this one. I'm not sure if you could see it still. Filled in pretty good. But I already got it to fill in, so now the last step here, the pit resin, right where that impact point was, if you could see it. I don't want too much. A little bubble. Just a little dab, just the slightest little bit on there. We're going to put that film over the top and wait for it to cure. Obviously, we need to apply the light, as always. So that's what the last step is here, besides, of course, cleaning up the glass, a little glass cleaner. Get all your fingerprints and such off there and present it to the customer. But this one came out pretty good. That was a really nasty one. And as you can see, it's filled in as much as you can get it to fill in. Of course, depending on the angle, it'll still be visible, but it definitely will not spread. Let's see. You can see See, had that one little line. But filled in pretty good. And that is a windshield chip repair. Actually, a bunch of them here in Lago Vista. Alrighty.